Hey, what's up? Listen, catfish, you come across different things and you learn a lot of different things. And this episode wasn't no different because I learned a new term today that I never heard of before called feudalism. Do you know what that is? Check it. Hey, what's up? My name is Mizzle. You're watching my channel Mizzle 14, and I'm back doing the review of MTV CATFISH Season 9, Episode 5, Zahra and T. That's it, just T. No full name, just a letter of the alphabet, just T. So, feudalism, yes, we haven't heard that. I never learned that term before. Maybe somebody who watching my review probably heard it. But if you don't know, feudalism is a fetish where they pair a feeder and a feedee, and it's also like the insight of getting someone fed or making them gain. So it's not necessarily you want them to gain weight, you just say you want them to eat, basically. So you would send them food and then a person would eat it, and then you send pictures, whatever videos, everything, eating the food, whatever like that, or be fed. And that's the relationship goes. And it not necessarily means they could be physical with you and everything, it's just that they want that dynamic. It's like a kink. So the fetish kinks stuff like that go on. It's like is you get gratification for something, and the gratification is the person you feeding is getting well fed, and you have a sexual gratification from that. So and so I was like, oh, I never heard of that before. So I said all that to say that was the basis of how the catfish and the person being catfish met. And Max is back this week. Kamie took a break this week because she probably had a lot of obligations. So she wasn't in this week. Max is back. Catfish started with Max and Neve. And, to be honest, I really started my catfish journey when Kamie was around. When I started reviewing when Kamie became the host. So that was season 8. You know how long season 8 was. Season 8 was long before we got to season 9. So it's great to see Max. It's been 5 years, and he been doing him, so he been great. So Zahra from New Jersey, she's 29 years old. She's a hospital worker. She's a supervisor in the kitchen and everything. It's kind of feeder S adjacent. So she said she had a boyfriend named T that she's speaking to. They've been like texting and talking on the phone for a while, but he never really FaceTime, and he knows the meeting in person is like always excuses. And they met in an unconventional way. This is a website, a fetish website, and it was about feudalism. What I just explained what feudalism was in the beginning of the episode. And he's 32. He's a warehouse manager, and he travels a lot for work. So that's a lot. That's the reason, probably one of the reasons why he couldn't really meet. But I said, but if you travel a lot for work and you a warehouse manager, I don't know, it's like, does he drive the truck a lot or not like that? But all that seems to be what it was. He doesn't have any socials, but they've been talking to text constantly. So she hears him in his voice and everything as well. So she said in the website, she feel like a lot of people have been like fetishizing her because that's like a website for fetishism. So people go to fetish of what they want, and they're not going to really treat you anything other than what they came for. So some people most likely want to keep that dynamic to what it is and not anything more. Whereas T became more of a humanized person, and he was seeing how she's doing, how she is, how your day going, all that stuff like that, like basic stuff that a lot of people don't want to do. It's like it's very hard to get somebody to try to text you or reach out to see how you doing, everything. It don't care hold a conversation whatsoever to save them lives. But when you want to talk about sex, oh yes, they could go on and on and on. I said, no, it's not about that. Can you do anything else? Do you have anything else to offer? But that's what it was. So he became more humanized, and he humanized her and made a humanistic experience to be more just a fetish. So she jailed like that. And he spent like almost like over $1,000 on food, to send her food to addresses and she eats and everything like that. And she said that he wanted to be in a relationship with her, or they was in a relationship, but he wanted to be more in depth with her, move in together, take care of her, all that stuff like that. And things that she haven't heard before, because other people, they say when she trying to get a relationship with them, they try to change her. And she don't like to be changed. And that's like, yes, when you get in a relationship with someone, you should not want to be changing that person. Let that person want to change for themselves. You get in a relationship and say, oh, I'm going to change you to be how I want you to be. No, that's not going to work. Because then you try to mold them to how you want and not what the person is, and that's not authentic. So she said she didn't like that. He did mention that he was in a relationship when he first started talking to her, but then they recently broke up. And she only had like 3 pictures and photos. Now the photos was not the real photos of the person who's a catfish, because the thumbnail would show who the person being catfish and a catfish. And it's like, and the 3 photos she only had was only from this counterpart, a loose leaf counterpart person. People say, who's loose leaf? Get the reference. So he wants to take the next step. And he said he loves but he also did say he got kids. I said 4 kids. I said, oh, kids? Warehouse manager, travels a lot. So how much time you had time? Maybe because he always traveling, so he needs to feed the time and everything. But so they started investigating. She said all the information that she has, it was a 631 area code. Now, he did say he was living upstate. Now, 631 is a Long Island area code, so it's not a really upstate per se. So I said, oh, you lying about your phone number? Where you at? Okay, whatever. So I got a phone number, and the photos, it had no hit. It was no hits for the photos. But they had a phone number, and it came up to the person named Tyreek, who's 42. So apparently this person lied about the age, saying that he was 32 when it actually like 10 years a little bit older, more than 10 plus years older. So 42 Tyreek. So they typed the name in Facebook, and they came up with a guy named Tyreek who lived in Rochester, New York. That's upstate, and got kids. And he said we. So most likely he probably still in a marriage. Now they probably create the profile to be secret, because when you in those type of websites, even on regular websites, that's not a fetish. You do want to keep yourself private. Now I know some people do show their face because having no pictures is like, some people like, listen, I've been on websites and people had no faces. They try to be more demanding and more cutthroat and more rude to you than people who got pictures. Like, boy, you got no pictures. You want to be the rude one. So, yes, having pictures will generally get you more buzz and get you more hits and people in your inbox. We also gotta be careful, because there are people out there on the website who try to take people's pictures and profiles, try to collect information to create different profiles, to create a fake profile to catfish another person, and do other stuff, random things, or scam another person. So you gotta be careful when you put yourself out there on the thing. So that's when people use different names, things like that, which is fine. But it also be like truthful at the end of the day. So sorry, but you know whatever, you want to use anime pictures and everything, and then when you meet and talk with a person on the phone and face to face, when you chase numbers, then you should start sending. And then if we get to that point, then you should send them pictures and everything, or FaceTime, so people know that you are actually real and not hiding. When you do to that stage, when you start texting and phone, and you don't want to send pictures and everything because you want to be discreet and everything, that's all the sound fine and dandy. But don't expect the person you talking to be willing to meet with you if you don't want to show no pictures or FaceTime or anything else, because you want to be secret. I said, okay, you was discreet at one point, but now we got to move to more private matters. Then you can still be secret as discreet by showing up and letting the person know who you actually are. So it seems like it'll be the secret profile, which is fine, because people crazy out there, and you want to keep your thing secret. And if he lived a double life, be having been in a relationship and probably secondly still being a wife, then he really do want to make it secret. And I said, well, that's not good. So they said, let's check Cash App. Cash App sometimes links to not sometimes, it does link to your phone number, links to your name, and all the other stuff like that. So they took the Cash App, the same number, and they came up to the person named Tyreek and all that. And I said, oh, okay. So they say lie about how old he is. It's possibly not the same photos. You don't have, it's a fake photos, not possibly the same photos. It's fake photos basically. Because the Facebook picture shows a whole different person. Our dark counterparts, our black people, our black and beautiful type of goddesses. And the pictures that she was getting is from the opposite counterpart. So that's what it was. So I said, oh, so you use fake photos, lie about your age, you may be in a secret lifestyle, and you may still be married. Let's see what's going on. So he has a video on the profile. And she said, okay, she's been talking to him on the phone, so she probably will recognize his voice. So all I said is done. They meet up with her. They brought her down to speed, up to speed to everything, and they made her listen to the video. And she said, no, that's not his voice. He has a deeper kind of New York heavy accent. Because I live from New York, so we do have that harsh kind of accent going on in our voice and this like that. So they said, listen, we going to see what's going on. So Neve reached out to T, because at this point, we need to get him to meet with her. So reached out to T. He said, oh, I'm flattered. Who is this you talking about? I said, not flattered, like we reached out to you, a celebrity or something like that. He said, well, I'm here with Zahra. You've been talking online with her, and yada, yada, yada. And she said, oh, he said, oh, I don't know. That's a good idea. And I'm sorry to leave her on. And that's that. And I said, okay, so first of all, you don't know who it's about. Now you know. Now you want to try to backtrack and backpedal and pussy pop from meeting with her. I said, not BP and PP going around here going on. So they say, listen, we're going to table this. Let's see what he say the next day. So the next day comes, we find out that he texted Zahra saying that, oh, I could meet with you. I'm driving down. So do you want me to meet you at the address that I'll be sending you food at? And he said, we ain't doing that. So let's meet at the park, a public place, and we could go from there. And he said, okay, cool. So while they were driving, he didn't text back, but then he texted back saying he said he was there. So he's there. They met up, and it was a guy named T. See, not the guys in the photos, because we told you that the guys in the photos is fake. So it's a guy named T, actually. He is 40 plus, and he does have kids. He does live upstate, and he is a warehouse manager, and he does travel. So everything all about that is true. But he did lie to say he was younger than he was, and then he did have a fake profile. So that's the one thing he do lie about. And she was like, and then when she see him, she said, "Oh my gosh, he's not really bad looking either. Like she's a beautiful woman too as well." And she said, "Listen, what's going on?" Because I was calling you Danny and everything. I said, "Oh, that's right, Danny." Ew. She said, "Listen, I'm into that daddy stuff too. So what's up? Like, why you lie for? Why were you all being dodgy with me and not be upfront?" Because you 40 plus something years old and I'm freaking 29 years old. I'm into that daddy stuff going on. I said, oh, that's right, Zara. You been into that daddy. Hey, 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 hey. He in the square. He just like to share. I know, that's right. So they said, listen, it was crazy because we saw on Facebook, because the guy that we seen T is not the guy on the Facebook. So, but it's a very heavy coincidence that this person's name was T. Also, the guy named Tyreek, the one on the Facebook name was Tyreek as well. And in their 40s, living upstate, have children, was in a relationship. So all that kind of was coincidence. And he said that's not him. Family, it doesn't look like. So he said first it was a relationship. He was in a relationship, so he was just entertaining. He was just entertaining Zara. It wasn't something to be too serious about. It wasn't too serious. He didn't take it serious at first and everything. So he apologized for leading her on at that aspect because it wasn't supposed to go anywhere further. He ain't supposed to take it further, but he started growing feelings. And then she started getting upset, saying, look, what's going on, man? Like, you should have been upfront with me because I tell you everything. Something. He said, yeah, you right, and everything. And he said it was exclusive. She said, oh, so you wasn't exclusive when you told me you was loving me and all that stuff like that. It's not exclusive. Now you're saying all that stuff like that because you're trying to backtrack like what you was doing. And at that point, she was disappointed. She was upset. And she had to walk away. And, Nee talked to T and Max was talking to Zara. They had that little spill talk about it. And he said, T said his feelings was valid and real for Zara. I said, okay, if it's really real, why were you willing to talk to her? Like, I understand this whole thing. Like, you was a relationship at one point is fine. And she was like, you're not a bad looking dude. And I'm not judgmental. I'm into all flavors. I know that's right, all type of flavors. Come and get that scoop of my ice cream flavor. She wanted to scoop of that ice cream flavor, that chocolate flavor, and everything. And it was Valentine's Day too. So I was like, oh, that's my birthday too. Hell yeah. Hey, happy birthday to me. Months ago. But and that statue say, okay, he need to be serious with me because it's like I could grow to like him, but he's not. Like, listen, to be upfront and be honest with me, what's up with this dodgy stuff going on? So he said, listen, if you feel really for this girl, then maybe let's meet at the cafe, and if he show up, then we know it's genuine as real. So they met at the cafe, and he came with some flowers and a balloon and everything. And she doesn't really like flowers, but it was a nice gesture because it was Valentine's Day. And it was cute. And then he said he wanted to make it work. He wanted to make it work. He wanted to see how things go. He does want to see her. And and he saw how he treated her and how he went about everything. And she said, "We'll see how it goes. We're gonna take baby steps and whatnot." 2 months follow up. She said she really haven't been seeing him like that because she said she trying to take a break from the website. She trying to focus on herself. She trying to take a break from him. At first, she felt like he tried to guilt trip her and like apologize and send her money and send her thing like that, just trying to connect with her. But I guess at this point, she just wasn't feeling it. She just wanted to be on her own, alone self, and trying to work on her, and that's what she wanted to do. Follow up with him. He's working, he's doing him, he's not on the website anymore, and he just wanted to work and take care of his kids and do what he had to do, and that's that. And that was the episode, y'all. Tell me how you feel about this episode. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share my videos. I have a good time on my video and good time on my channel here. So please subscribe and join me on my lives, just like that. All right, talk to you later. Peace out.